Hey guys, Spork here. Today I'm going to be making breakfast with you guys. So, on the menu, we got an omelet with fresh veggies and bacon. We got yogurt with fresh fruit and granola. And for dessert, because obviously you got to treat yourself every once in a while, we got cinnamon rolls. So, the first and most important step in ever making food, especially if you're going to be touching with your hands, and even if you're not honestly, is to wash your hands. So you gotta sing happy birthday one time while you're washing your hands. I like to sing it. It was actually my mom's birthday a couple days ago, so I'm gonna sing it for her, okay? So sing it with me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mom. Happy birthday to you. All right, rinse that off, and then we can get to the good stuff. Got to make sure to dry it off. And we're off. Okay, so one of the biggest things in making breakfast, or any meal for that matter, is to try and time it out correctly. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the bacon, then we're gonna make the cinnamon rolls. We're gonna put the cinnamon rolls in the oven. And then once the cinnamon rolls in the oven, we're gonna take the bacon, make the omelet. Hopefully that'll time out pretty well with the cinnamon rolls. Take them both out, prepare the fresh fruit, eat the omelet and the fresh fruit with the yogurt, and then we'll enjoy the cinnamon rolls at the end. Okay, so right now I'm just cutting off the wrapping of the bacon. I like to use turkey bacon. It's all preference. I think it's less fatty, and I honestly think it tastes better. So because we're only making an omelet today, I don't think we need many pieces. Like I said, I already washed my hands, so I'm okay touching this. We'll put in one. That sizzle is something else. Feels great in the morning waking up. Okay, we're gonna go two, and we're just gonna do 3 pieces. I like my bacon crispy personally. Again, I'm gonna wash my hand again because I just touched the raw meat. I like mine crispy personally, but it's all a matter of preference. Okay, so usually I kind of just like to wing it, but I guess we'll read the directions to figure out the heat. So we're gonna preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And then from there, I guess, not really sure how to open this thing. I'm not usually making breakfast, I'm usually a cereal guy, but I figured I'd try it out for you guys. All right. Then we got, oh, that looks pretty neat. Okay, and then I assume this is the icing. Obviously, we're gonna try that out to make sure it's not poisonous. Delicious. Okay, so now we got our cinnamon rolls. And I think what you do, could be wrong, but I'm just gonna place them in here. If you come over here, you can see this is a lot less cinnamon rolls than I thought. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. So now I'm at a critical point right now. Do I spread them out or do I keep them close to each other? Personally, I think the best part is when they're gooey and sticking together, so I think I'm gonna keep them close to each other, but we'll see how this pays off. I guess we won't know if that's the right answer until the end. As you can see, if you come over here, we got the bacon. Little burn. Like I said, I like it crispy though. It's all part of the process. It's all part of the process. Don't worry, I meant to do this. Okay, so maybe turn that down a little bit. Yeah, looks pretty good though. I think these might be ready to take out. If you come over here and look. And so I'm gonna take these off and I'm gonna place them onto a paper towel and let them cool off a little bit and turn off the stove. And then I'm gonna cover those up. Uh-oh. All right. Bear with me, guys. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna let those cool a little bit. And we're gonna take these and the oven is still preheating. So see you when the oven's preheated. Here we go. We're gonna place this in. Oh, and the pan doesn't fit. So that's great. We're gonna have to move to the bigger oven. All right. So we're gonna turn that off, and we're gonna go to the next oven. Turn this one on. Oh, turn this one on. And we're gonna turn this up to 375, and now we can cut some fruit. Is we got a little bit of cantaloupe, got some freshly picked blueberries. Probably shouldn't be weighing around the knife. We got some blackberries, and we got some strawberries. And then we got some Chobani Greek yogurt. I like the vanilla kind. My mom personally likes the plain, but it's an ongoing dispute. Obviously the vanilla is better, probably not as good for you, but who cares? We're gonna be using the vanilla today because we're treating ourselves. Okay, so with the cantaloupe, first thing you do is you cut it right down the middle. And I like to gut it. So you take out a spoon. You could also do this with your hands, I guess, but we're not barbarians. You gut it like that. This is kind of similar to Halloween when you're gutting a pumpkin. Except for these seeds probably don't taste as well. Actually, I don't know. Maybe we could try it out. Throw them in the oven and see how they taste. Okay. There you go. And then what we're going to do is you're going to come from the top. You're going to go down the side. Disclaimer, I have no idea if this is the right way to do this, but in my limited experience, this is how I'm going to do it. So don't take this as fact. That looks pretty good, actually. My goodness, I should do this more often. Okay, I'm going to cut the entire thing. It's a little annoying to do, but I'm not the most patient person. I think you guys will figure that out as we go along. We're going to cut off the bottom. Okay, that looks pretty good, right? Come on. Starting to get the hang of this. We got our own cantaloupe. All right, you're going to come here. I like to cut them into cubes. So, you boom, 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 boom. And then you kind of spin it around this way. I think that was pretty good. I don't know. So by now, I think the oven's got to be preheated. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw in the cinnamon rolls into the oven right over here. Yup. It's green. That means it's preheated. Okay, so I'm just going to throw these in here. Close that up. So the directions, I threw them out already, but I think we're just gonna eyeball it. Let's say 10 minutes will be fine. Yeah? All right, we'll check out them in 10 minutes and see how they look. I personally like them gooey, so we'll see what happens. We got some peppers here. We got some tomatoes here. We got some baby spinach, which is already pretty much done for us. But we're gonna be adding that to the bacon and then adding all that to the omelet with a little bit of cheddar cheese. And I think that makes a pretty good omelet. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna cut out the top. All right, pull that guy out. Oh, looking pretty good. All right, now we're gonna come here. And so we're not going to need to use the full pepper. I personally like smaller peppers in my omelets, but obviously this is just a matter of preference. So to each his own, I guess. So I'm going to come this way. Uh-oh, spinach might fall. Come this way. Come this way. This way. Okay, we're going to place those to the side. Now I got some tomatoes here. I personally don't like tomatoes very much, but you know, Kesem, you're making me branch out, so thank you. I'm gonna take the tops off, because I cannot imagine that you're supposed to eat this little green thing. And we're gonna put that to the side. And then we're gonna come down like this. Like that, and then I guess we'll just, yeah, we'll do 2, why not? Okay, so cut the little green thing off again. I guess there's still a lot of green stuff there, but whatever. Pull this down. And then we'll come here, here, here. Okay, that looks pretty gross. All right. Good thing my brother's eating this. I'll give this one to my brother. But yeah, so that looks pretty great. So we got the peppers and the tomatoes. We're gonna put those off to the side. We got the baby spinach here. We got the cooked bacon. Now, all that's left is to throw a couple eggs in here, throw it all together, and then we'll have ourselves an omelet. All right, come on. What we got here, you gotta put the eggs together. Oh, my dog wants an omelet too. Sorry, you can't have any. All right, so we're gonna do eggs. Today, I like to do, depending on the morning, but I'm gonna do 4 today. I'm gonna do 3 eggs and 1 egg white, because you gotta get the protein. Uh-oh, all right, so we already got 1 shell in there. Hey, come here for a second. Pro tip here, if you got a shell in there, don't try to pick it out with your hands, it's a lot harder. Pick it out with the shell. Comes right out. I'm teaching you everything. That's something to do every day. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this is the tough one. So we gotta get egg yolk without getting, or the egg white without getting the egg yolk. And that was actually pretty clean. So sometimes that can be a disaster, but then you just gotta pull out one of the other egg yolks. And, you know, it can be a disaster, but luckily we did well that time. Okay, so now we're gonna come here. We're gonna whisk this up. All right, so personally, that looks pretty whisked up. Personally, I like little salt, pepper, and some milk in my eggs. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of milk, just a little bit. 1%. Drink your milk, it'll make you strong. Throw a little pepper in there. No idea if that's too much or too little, but we're gonna go with it. A little salt in there. Okay, and I like to salt and pepper before and after because I like salt and pepper. So add at your own risk. We're gonna whisk this up a little more. All right, that looks pretty good. So luckily we don't have to grease this because we already have the bacon grease on it, but should probably turn it on. And we're gonna let that get hot and then we'll come back and I'll throw it in. All right, so pan is hot. One of the most important things though, you gotta make sure to put things away or else your parents will get mad at you. I've learned that the hard way a couple times. So I'm gonna put this guy away in the fridge. We're gonna come back over here. Moment of truth, we're gonna add this guy in. I can feel the heat from the cinnamon rolls too. Okay, so that is probably not the best idea. That might mean it's a little too hot. We're gonna grab a bowl. Grab a bowl. We're gonna throw the tomatoes and peppers in. And we're gonna throw a little bit of spinach in. Okay, so it looks like this has not been opened yet, so you guys can see me open this. Pretty good. Okay, throw a little bit of spinach in. Okay, and you know what that timer's for? Cinnamon rolls. Hey, you gotta get out of here. Okay, so we're gonna check. I don't know what this timer is, but we're gonna check on the cinnamon rolls. Wrong oven. Okay, so they look pretty good. You come over here and check them out. They look pretty good, but they look like they still got a little bit to go. So let's throw on another, what do we think? 5 minutes? Yeah, I'll give them 5 minutes. Right. Okay, so over here, this is looking pretty good. We're gonna throw in the spinach and tomatoes and peppers. Can you come over and check it out? We might have too much, so I'm gonna add them in a little at a time. So I wanna make sure we're not overwhelming it. And try and keep it to one side. Keep it to one side. Okay, so that looks pretty good. We're gonna get one of these thingies, not sure what they're called. One of these thingies and scrape the sides. Make sure it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Now, as I learned in the dining hall of Richmond, if you come over here and check it out, you can see that there's some water stuff on top. What you gotta do is you gotta lift it up and let the eggs come below. Do that a couple times, tilt it that way, eggs come below. I'm gonna try and keep that to one side. I might have added that stuff too early, but who knows. Egg come behind, we're gonna let it cook a little longer. And then, eggs usually don't take too long to cook, so this is not that painful of a process, but depends on the heat. Right now I have it between medium and medium low. I think that's the perfect heat. But I'm just one guy with an opinion, so who really knows? So we gotta add the bacon in. I like to do little bits. So we're keeping it on one side right now. We add the bacon in. Okay, so we're getting close to the time where we can flip. Just trying to get all the liquid going. Okay, so here we go. It's the moment of truth right here. Great. All you gotta do is just take this, flip it over. Uh-oh, it's falling apart a little bit, but it looks pretty good. And what we're gonna do, Paisley, you gotta get out of the way, is we're gonna take a plate. I guess you only need a smaller plate. Throw it on, and voila. Would you look at that? So one down. Now, all right, we're gonna take out the cinnamon rolls right now. I think those look much better. Much better. Okay. We're gonna put these on the table and we're gonna let them cool. Obviously, for good measure, make sure it's not poisonous again. We're gonna try some of the icing. Still good. Okay, so we're gonna let those cool. And then let's cut up some fruit, huh? So we got the cantaloupe cut up. We got the freshly picked blueberries. We got the strawberries. I like to just cut them off like that. My mom likes to kind of dig in and get the whole shebang like this, but probably not the best idea with this knife. So I'm gonna stick to this one. Safety first. I think, what do we think? 5 strawberries would be good? Now, let's go with 6. Let's go with 6. Why not? Okay. So cut them this way too, and this way too, this way too. And the most important thing when you're eating something, it's got to be the presentation, right? So we're gonna make this look really good. We're gonna take a little bit of Chobani over here, dump that in. Chobani vanilla, way better than plain. Okay, so I'm not sure if cantaloupe goes on something like this. But we'll throw some of the strawberries in the corner over here. Gotta have the blackberries. Too bad, the store was out of raspberries, but those are probably my favorite berries. But, you know, life goes on, so. Then we got some blueberries over here. Throw those right there. And then the cantaloupe, I think what I'm gonna do with the cantaloupe is I'm gonna put it on the side of the omelet So what else I'm gonna do here is, excuse my brother over here. We're gonna take some chocolate granola, Hannaford's Best chocolate granola. Once we figure out how to open it, we're gonna take a couple of these and just crumble it over here. So I mean, I hear a lot about the acai bowls and things like that from professional establishments, but it doesn't get much better than this. I take the freshly cut cantaloupe and I'm gonna put it on the side right here. Trying my best not to touch the omelet, even though it definitely did just touch the omelet. We're gonna do, probably should have got a bigger plate for this, but you know what, hindsight's 20/20. Okay, there we go, that looks pretty good. So we got that. Now, we have to figure out what to do with this. So what I'm thinking, you know actually what I'm thinking we just drizzle the icing on top and leave it in the pan. And then when people come, they can just take one and keep it to themselves. Okay, so obviously icing is the most important part, so we want to get as much as possible. Okay. Great. All right, and like I said earlier, presentation is the most important part. So, little serving tray. We'll get a cup of water. We'll get this beautiful, beautiful yogurt dish. We got the omelet with fresh cantaloupe. And then we got the cinnamon rolls. And we're gonna serve it like that because I'm not sure how they're supposed to be served. Because my name is Spork, I got my handy dandy spork here, but I added in a knife. So we call this a sporkife. And this might be my new name because this thing is pretty lethal. There's not much you can't do. You can eat the yogurt with the spoon. You can eat the omelet with the fork. And you can also cut the omelet with the fork. So this might be a new invention of mine, but this is what I'm going to be using today. So we're going to serve this over here to my brother. He has come up with an honorary camp name of Gimli. And he's going to give us an honest review of what he thinks. He just came home from an early morning bike ride, so thank you, Spork. All right, I'm also going to review a little bit. I got my makeshift Spork because we didn't have it in the house, but don't worry, I'm always repping the brand. All right, I forgot to serve plates. Okay, so we're gonna come over here quickly. All right, we got 2 plates. We're on beautiful Lake Sunapee. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, so let's start with the omelet. So I'll do my handy fork since we don't even need a knife.
Oh, love to hear that crunch of the eggs.
I'm gonna do this. Well, there's other stuff in there, but okay. So here we go. Take a bite. We're gonna save some obviously for our lovely camera woman. We don't want to be the only one seeing it. I got my spork.
I go for the middle bite first.
I'm psycho. So I got a little bit of pepper, a little bit of egg, a little bit of spinach, cheese, egg. Pretty good. Pretty good. Can't find that in the store anywhere.
Nicely done.
That is very, very good.
A little turkey bacon?
Got a little turkey bacon in there.
Excellent.
Okay. So now that we got that done, that was great. Now that we got that done, let's get into a little bit of yogurt. What do you think? What would you like?
I'll have a little of everything if you can.
A little bit of
Scoop
everything?
right out of the middle, please.
Right out of the middle. I can do that. All right. I wouldn't mess up the presentation, but you guys saw it. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, it looks good on my plate.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. This one is pretty hard to mess up, but let's see what I can do.
Not the easiest to eat either.
Wow.
This one works well.
This one's very good.
They all complement each other nicely. Chef.
The Hannaford's original granola is what really ties it together. All right. Are you done with this? Now on to the good stuff. What everyone's been waiting for. You can see that the icing melted well over the warm cinnamon rolls. Do you have a preference on which one you'd like? I'll give you this one. You know what? I just realized I forgot to put Pam on, but comes with the territory.
I think this is a hand eating situation, right?
All right,
Of course.
I'm not gonna do that one. Do this one. This one looks the best anyway.
They're delicious.
If you come zoom in,
Wow.
you can see the inside of that gooiness. Unbelievable.
You know, these are excellent, but I think if you'd taken them out like 2-ish minutes earlier, oh my god, primo.
You think so?
Uh-huh.
You can do it next time. All right. Everyone, and our last review is no one else but our great camera woman, my mom. She has her honorary Kesem name of Gabe, and she's going to be trying out all of it for us today. So let us know what you think.
Ooh, first I have to have some water because I'm parched. Ooh. It's great. Oh boy, I just love having cantaloupe cut in squares because when they do those melon balls, they just roll off my plate. So I am delighted to have this. Perfect.
Didn't do much with that one.
Nope, now I'm gonna have some of this delicious looking omelet. I don't usually eat bacon, but within an omelet, bacon is very good. However, I just love my Crazy Jane's mixed up salt. Put it on everything. I have to put some of that on my omelet. I don't put it on cantaloupe or yogurt, but I put it on other things. So I'm just going to have a yummy bite of this omelet. Delicious. My now. Woo! Yogurt. What's this? Yogurt. Blackberries, one of my favorite fruits. And strawberries. And the yogurt has chocolate chips in it. Well, that is darn good looking yogurt. All right, I'm just gonna have a little bit of this. Test it out. Everything looks delicious. Blackberries, love blackberries. Yogurt's so good for you. Helps your bones. Wow. All right, one more sip of water. And look at these cinnamon rolls. Which one should I take? They look out of this world. And they smell good too. If you have bacon and cinnamon rolls, people will come running for breakfast. Look at this. Awesome. Oh, that is delicious. Thank you so much, Spork.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me in the kitchen today. Really enjoyed it. I hope you guys had as much fun watching as I did making it. Thank you so much for watching, and can't wait to have a great day today and great rest of camp. I hope everyone's having a great summer, and can't wait to see you later today.